Hello everyone, this is Sheba Joy. Welcome to my channel Zion Shekinah Official. Zion means God's dwelling place. Shekinah is God's glory. Today we're going to look into Proverbs Chapter 12. Whoever loves, let me tell you how many verses. It has 28 verses. So Proverbs Chapter 12, verses 1 to 28. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid. Good people obtain favor from the Lord, but he condemns those who devise wicked schemes. No one can be established through wickedness, but the righteous cannot be uprooted. A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but a disgraceful wife is like decay in his bones. The plans of the righteous are just, but the advice of the wicked is deceitful. The words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the speech of the upright rescues them. The wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous stands firm. A person is praised according to their prudence, and one with a warped mind is despised. Better to be a nobody and yet have a servant than pretend to be somebody and have no food. The righteous care for the needs of their animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. Oh my God. Those who work their land will have abundant food, but those who chase fantasies have no sense. The wicked desire the stronghold of evildoers, but the roof of the righteous endures. Evildoers are trapped by their own sinful talk, and so the innocent escape trouble. From the fruit of their lips, people are filled with good things, and the work of their hands bring them reward. The way of fools seems right to them, but the wise listen to advice. Fools show their annoyance at once, but the prudent overlook an insult. An honest witness tells the truth, but a false witness tells lies. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment. Deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. No harm overtakes the righteous, but the wicked have their fill of trouble. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. The prudent keep their knowledge to themselves, but a fool's heart blurts out folly. Diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in forced labor. Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up. The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. The lazy do not roast any game, but the diligent feed on the riches of the hunt. In the way of righteousness there is life. Along that path is immortality. So if you look at few verses here in chapter 12, verse 2 says, good people obtain favor from the Lord, but he condemns those who devise wicked schemes. So favor is from God. And how? When a person is good and God delights in good people. It says in the upcoming verses in this chapter. So but he condemns those who devise wicked. Condemns means he stops, he punishes, he judges those who do wickedness. Then verse 4 it says, a wife of noble character is a husband's crown, but a disgraceful wife is like a decay in his bones. Like, noble character meaning not just being a woman of character, but also being kind, being good, all the fruits of the spirit, if it is in her, being kind to others, even though she's tired, even though she's grumpy, even though her day is not going well. So but being kind to others, showing godly character, showing love, joy, peace, faithfulness, gentleness, meekness, all those things in a wife will be like a crown to the husband, it says. But a disgraceful wife, that means the one who's always, a wife who's always like grumpy, who's not, who's self-obsessed about what she wants to eat, how she wants to look, what she wants to wear, what she wants to do with money, how she wants to spend, all those things, bring is a disgraceful wife. So it brings, um, it's like a decay in his bones, which means it's like he's, that husband of that kind of wife is having decay, like, a death in his bones, like his bones are rotting. How sad is that? And then verse 7 says, "The wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous stands firm." Amen. So, wicked always, time and again, God in all these things in Proverbs is talking about wicked being overthrown, judged, destroyed. So, here it says that the wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous will stand firm. That is also the promise of God. Verse 10 it says, "The righteous care for the needs of the animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel." Oh my God, can you see how deep this verse is? The righteous, the good people care for animals. The good people give shelter to animals. They love animals, even if there's a stray dog, or street dogs, they care for such animals. And recently I've seen, I've observed that, like, in our colony there used to be like so many dogs here, street dogs, but suddenly, they're all vanished, they're all gone. So it has come to my notice that some, people here around my house, neighbors, they actually put them to sleep, or and also some were given for slaughter, instead of, like, we're seeing in the papers that instead of using, instead of saying that it's a goat meat, they're also selling the dog's meat and calling it a goat meat, so, or lamb meat, so, which is very gross, very bad. So such things are happening, and suddenly, there used to be about 14 to, 20 dogs in our, neighborhood, and now I'm only seeing two. In fact, the other day when this one woman was taking dogs, I went to the jeep, and I took all the details. She took about 4 dogs, but she only let like one dog in our colony. The other, she said, she let in the other side of the road. So I'm not sure what is happening. So this is what is happening in Hyderabad these days. And verse 13 says, "Evildoers are trapped by their own sinful talk, and so the innocent escape trouble." See, when evildoers talk, they also talk folly, they also talk rubbish, they also talk lies, and they think that that can never be exposed. But their lies are exposed, and so they will be, trapped in their own sin, it says. Verse 17, "An honest witness tells the truth, but a false witness tells lies." So, true, right? A honest person going into the court or vouching for a good person always tells the truth, no matter what may come. But a false witness, a person who's wicked, who's been bribed, or who's has all these, negativity, they tell lies, and that's a known fact. Verse 20 it says, "Deceit is in the hearts of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy." See, again about the wicked people, that the people are very deceitful in their heart, and so they always plot evil and plot ruin and plot bad things for the right. But what happens? But and then they're never peaceful, because when they do something negative, want to do something negative for others, they ruin their peace. They have no peace, because they'll be like very perturbed, or they'll be very angry with themselves. They will have chaos in their homes. There will never be a smile on anyone's face. So all that adds up. But those who promote peace, like those who are for shalom, peace, shalom is also God, right? God of peace. Jesus is peace, and he came into this world to give peace, and those who promote peace have joy. Uh, Verse 21, "No harm overtakes the righteous, but the wicked have their full have their fill of trouble. See, we're seeing time and again that, nothing, no harm will come to the righteous, even though the wicked try to like trouble them, put them into problems. Nothing will come, because why? God is backing them up, God is behind them, God is like going ahead of them, and is making all the crooked plains straight. So, but the wicked will have their trouble. Why? Because when they try to do wicked to another person, that comes back to them. It says, we've seen in chapter 11 and 22. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. That means the Lord loves, he hates people who tell lies, but he loves people who are trustworthy. He delights, and when God delights, just imagine if our parents delight in us. When they delight in us, they give us gifts, right? So that's the same thing with God. When he delights in good people who tell the truth, blessings come on them. But he detests, that means he hates people who tell lies. What happens to them? God brings his judgment on them. So this is what chapter 12 Proverbs is talking about. And thank you for listening. May the Lord bless this word. Thank you.